What in the absolute hell is going on in the Senate? Like, seriously. Did Mazie Hironie really ask ACB if she, as an adult, had ever sexually assaulted anyone? I mean, is that like literally all they got? I couldn't. Mazie Hironie has got to be the dumbest person, maybe in Hawaii, but definitely in the Senate. I always thought Hank Johnson would never be eclipsed as far as like the dumbest person in Congress. I don't know. Guam might tip over after Mazie Hironie's done with it. I cannot believe that line of questioning. What an idiot. And how about Amy Coney Barrett? Like, the smartest person in the room, except for maybe Ted Cruz. But I mean, this chick, no notes. Right on top of it. I mean, it's almost like she's the adult dealing with children, which she's used to. She's got 7 kids. But what a laughing stock this Democrat Senate is. Like, and then the rest of the questioning, it's like these people don't even know how law works. These are the people making law, and they're asking her repeatedly if she's going to do their job because it makes their job easier. Congress makes law, not the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court interprets Constitution and figures out whether things are constitutional or not. They don't make law. I mean, at least the conservative side doesn't. At least they shouldn't. But that's what Democrats do. I mean, that's what Roe versus Wade is. That's making law. And now they're trying to talk about precedents and super precedents. Like, there's no such thing as a super precedent. I mean, there's a precedent, but precedents get overturned all the time. That's just the way it is. I mean, it's kind of like science. Science is never settled. I mean, if it was settled, we'd be done. There'd be no search for anything further. That's why science is never settled. People, things constantly get disproven, changed, updated, that new information comes about, so science changes. A lot of people that drives them nuts, but that's the nature of science. It's always looking for something, and the law is the same thing. I mean, there's a set of constitutional boundaries, but when there's a constitutional overreach by one set of judges on the court, it's up to a further down the line, somebody looks at it again within the scope of the Constitution and, changes it back. So there's nothing hardcore outside of what's constitutionally mandated. But holy smokes. And on another note, I mean, completely different from that, is Joe Biden running for the Senate or the presidency? I swear to God, this guy doesn't know. Twice, 2 days in a row, he said he's running for Senate. I mean, the guy is out to lunch. I don't really know, like, how this is the best you guys could come up with. And when I say you guys, I mean the Democratic Party. I mean, or Democrat Party. I don't really, it's just amazing to me. I mean, I feel sorry for the guy. I mean, clearly in the debate they had him on something, because he did really, he did remarkably well cognitively. I mean, every now and then, whatever, he'd have a tick or whatever, which they tried to make it like he's a stutterer. In 47 years of Biden tape, find me a tape of Biden stuttering. I mean, please, I would love to see it. That wasn't stuttering. That was dementia or Alzheimer's or whatever he's suffering with. He's suffering. He's an old man. He's got cognitive problems. The fact that they're running him just trying to get Kamala in there is just crazy to me. She couldn't win on her own, but I mean, she's a freaking liberal dreamboat. I mean, she locks up black people. She's tough on, locking people up, prisons, drug enforcement. I mean, she's like, and she's a socialist and she's a Marxist. I mean, she's like the liberal dreamboat, but could never get in there by herself. So Biden's the back door. They're going to, if he got elected, they would Baker Act him in a month. She would be president. Pete Buttigieg would be sworn in as vice president, and it would be Antifa-loving, freaking socialist-waving weirdos in there for 4 years. I mean, that's the plan. You know, Biden's not the guy. I mean, clearly Biden couldn't run a neighborhood 7-Eleven at this point. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that because I feel sorry for the guy. I mean, he's being completely used by his party, and should have never got in it. I mean, I'm sure the guy wants to be president. Everybody wants to be president, but he knows he's not the guy. I'd be afraid that they would, whack me or do something, he's going to get coronavirus and mysteriously, pass away. But anyway, whatever. Looking forward to another stupid, pointless day of hearings on the Supreme Court. Amy Coney Barrett. Just freaking put her in there. I mean, why even go through this pony show? This is so dumb. The Democrat, I don't care how, she's probably one of the most qualified candidates we've had in, probably 5 or 6 candidates. And they're going to, she breezed through confirmation 3 years ago. But, they'll give her a hard time now because, whatever. Put her in there and get on with your business. Pass some stimulus. Do something to help help the citizens of the United States. Anyway, talk to you later.